Hello, welcome to episode 2 of Let's Get Physical, and today's game is Return of the Obra Dinn. It is from the creator of Papers, Please, Lucas Pope. It is a 1-bit color, first-person murder mystery that takes place on a ship. And if you want to know what 1-bit color means, it means it's black or white. And it is a very good artistic choice. It is a very, very good game. And I think that the shading that he had to write some custom plugins for the game engine to handle 1-bit color and 1-bit coloring shading. So, really cool. I'll show you some gameplay at the end, but keep in mind that YouTube compression is not going to make it look as good. It looks so much better in person, especially with a black and white game. It doesn't like it too much. So, with that, this is the Black Book edition, which I call for the games I do with the Black Book cover. I only have 3 games like this. And I know it looks quite simple, but sometimes simple is the best. And so I have the logo and a stopwatch. Memento Mortem, which means remember death. I'm not going to give away too much, but we're going to tread on spoiler territory, so we're going to ignore that. And it's the binding of the slipcover. Here's the game case. I will talk about some of the design choices I made later. I'm just going to go over the case now. Binding. 3909 is Lucas Pope's game company, so I wanted to put that on there. And I have a small little logo, that I put this whole collection together. In the back, I tried to make it with an 8-bit font that would match the game. And I think I did pretty good. And we got some screenshots, a little blurb. If I were to redo this, I would move this down a bit and then put the Return of Obra Dinn at the top. But for anyone else, I decided to skip it. It is what it is. Sometimes the small mistakes that don't bother me, I'm going to leave it in. We have 2 discs. We have the game disc and the original soundtrack. I got the game off of GOG, and GOG has offline installers. So there's a Windows version and a Mac version on this disc. They're about 1 gig in size, but I used pretty much the whole disc. What I did is I had it so that you can install the game off the disc or run it off the disc. So there's 2 options. Running off the disc, unless you have a really high-speed drive like I do, might not be an issue, but it might be an issue, so installing might be the better option. That's why you have 2 options there. Return of Obra Dinn, I had to get the soundtrack off of Steam. Don't know why GOG didn't have it, but they usually do. But I wanted to get everything, so I wanted to buy it. So when I made this, I owned everything. So I have the soundtrack and I burned it on disc. And with the ship here too, and in the original cover. And in the background of the clear case, I actually have some artwork here, because having white, I don't know, it doesn't look right. So I try to make it look semi-professional. So I always have some type of artwork in these clear cases that I do. Okay, there we go. And that is the game case and slipcover. Let's talk about some of the design choices I decided to do. All right, here is some of the design work I've been doing, and I'm using Affinity Publisher 2. I've been using publishing software for a while, so I'm using since like Altus PageMaker, then it was Adobe PageMaker, and so I used it in design for a little bit, but I really like Affinity Publisher 2. It's been really like a workhorse for me, and I use this constantly, so it was definitely worth the price, and it's just one-time fee. So, yeah. So I used templates, as I could either design this myself or I can use template. And so templates it was. And to get to templates, I go to Disc Makers, and they have a bunch of templates here. Like see DVD templates, Blu-ray templates, Eco Wallet templates, a bunch of cool stuff. They even have some cases that, like the trifold, some of those movies, they have some of those as well. Like here's a trifold, front and back. So you could really just design some really cool things. And they already have the templates. So yeah, shout out to disc makers for having some amazing templates. Without them, it saved me a lot of work. So I went with just the normal transparent PNG of the logo. Stopwatch. See, the stopwatch, I had to, because the screenshot I got of it, it has the color, and I tried my best to get it out, but the screenshot wasn't quite right. So what I did is I put black over it and then set it to overlay. So that just pretty much took the white and brought it out, and it matched everything else. It was a simple fix, but and then I just used that to fill out. I want it to edge, and even with edge to edge, and I use legal paper for this. So the legal paper prints all the way. It's 8.5 by 14, and this barely gives me enough room to cover and make to wrap around the disc case. So it gives me like that much room, but when you're cutting, you want more. So I'm glad I have more and not less. So it works, and it gives me a little clearance to, trim and make corrections if needed. Here is the DVD or game case, the 30909 logo. It's a small logo I have. I wanted to brand it, because I wanted to make I've been putting this stuff together, and so when I do a lot of work on it, I put my logo on here. And I think it's just, just saying, hey, do it. I know limited run and other places do it too, so I thought, why not? But I picked the ship, and I really like this. And I obviously I put the logo there, but I picked the ship. I really liked it. I don't know, it just has, everyone else has a different cover, and I wanted something different, and I don't understand why that hasn't been used, because this is amazing. It looks off. It looks it looks amazing, and I that's why I went with this ship. I think it looks really good on the cover, and to be different from everyone else. And again, here's the font, and what I did here is there's a setting that allows you to wrap text around, so it doesn't, so automatically just adjusts. But here's the screenshots I used. And just a basic blurb on the back. Like I said, I would probably put this, if I was to do something, I'd put it here. Oops. And then move the text down, make it a little smaller. I'll probably do that in future, but like I said, it doesn't really bother me. It is what it is. If I was making this for somebody else for his production run, I definitely would make that. But obviously, I don't have permission to do this, and I can't sell this, so it's for me. No big deal. I don't have the internal one, but to be fair, all it was is, just this. So not a big deal. I just printed it out on the inside. And for this, I didn't do much here. Basic. That was just the basic title screen. And I put the 3909 logo here in the moon because I thought it looked like the best. It was the best way to see it, and I don't know, kind of looks cool. Just added some game text in the bottom. Here, ship logo, and I made sure to make use of the compact digital audio. Every compact disc for music should have this. It should be a crime. Not, but it should. Anyway, no, I just thought it'd be cool and authentic to put the logo there. So there wasn't really much work here either. Some of these projects, some are more in-depth than others, and some are just easier than others. And sometimes, even though it's a game, sometimes you don't need an elaborate cover. And I think that the slipcover, basic as it is, I think it looks really cool. And I made this, I put more time and effort in the case cover though. I think it looks good. But yeah, that's stuff I use. And yeah, definitely check out discmakers.com. And if you like doing projects like this, check out Dog. Because again, Dog has a lot of cool things. Like Deponia. See, it comes with wallpapers, soundtrack, artworks. It really gives you some extras and helps you like do projects like this. And plus, you know, the download offline installers. Unfortunately, Obra Dinn doesn't have any extras. Some games do, some games don't, but you still get the offline game installers, which, you know, is what you want. You don't want any DRM with it. And as much as I love Steam, you can't really do that with Steam games. And yes, you probably there's some other things to, you know, take out the DRM, but I wanted to do this 100% legally and, you know, try to make it legit as much as I could. So, all right, with that though, let's go into some gameplay. And here we are. The music is amazing. You probably heard that throughout the video, but still, really love the soundtrack of this game. Let's continue from here. I don't want to give too much away. But as you can see, 1-bit color, just black and white. The way they handle the way that Lucas handles the shading is amazing. He put a lot of work and effort into this. And it's just weird, you know, seeing how shading works. I think it's pretty cool. And so there's different things here too. I have it on LCD. That's what I like to use. You get Macintosh color. If you like the green, oh god, this was kind of before my time. I mean, this was popular when I was a kid, like, you know, 2 or 3 years old. But yeah, was never. Thank God, I was never around to have this as my primary monitor. I would probably die. This is awful. But I mean, for nostalgia people and old people like me, if you like this, Zenith, orange for me. Commodore 64. Now, I love the Commodore 64, but I think in this game the color doesn't work right. I don't know. It doesn't look. It's better than the green, but not for me. Old IBM 8503, and what I like is LCD because it just, I don't know. It's again personal preference, and that's why they're there. And one of the main game mechanics we're going to show you real quick.
Captain, open the door! Kick it in. Ah! Lest we break it down and take more than those shells! You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
So this is a cool part. This is where you have to put everything together. Like, you go to a dead body, and then using the stopwatches will help you like remind the time of their death. So you have to see what's going on. Really cool. It's a really cool mechanic, and it's a really good murder mystery. So if you haven't picked it up, please do. It's a really fun game, and it's definitely worth the play. So yeah, that is it. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be doing more of these. So thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.